Second season?
Yep, this is the second season.
That's what's up.
All right, y'all. Hey, Tracery here with Picture Me Living, and I got a guest with me. You want to introduce yourself?
Jett Wilson, y'all. My name is Jett Wilson, comedian extraordinaire from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm hanging out with old Tracery. I'm glad you said your name because I was always thinking it was Tracery.
Oh my God.
I just was gonna mess it all the way up.
I'm used to it. I'm used to people fucking it up.
I was gonna mess it all the way up. It was crazy when I was about to oh, man, I'm glad you said it again.
So you want to give out your Instagram handle? All
of that? Everything the same for me. Jett Wilson on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. My Twitter is actually shut down. I had to shut my Twitter down. But
I hadn't got into Twitter yet.
I used to be into Twitter, and I was using it as like a venting thing for me. I would just go in there and just tweet whatever was on my mind. But I was like, I started getting carried away though. I was like, hey.
I heard it's popping over there.
It's wild.
It's a slick porn site.
It is porn now.
Wow.
Yeah, it is porn. I won't even open up my Twitter in public anymore. As much porn is on my timeline. Yeah, man, it's
on my nose.
Too much porn on that timeline on Twitter. I heard they're gonna do the same thing to Instagram. I'm waiting for them to do that so I can drop my tapes.
So clearly, we have a comedian. So this is the thing. So I said a while ago, I was like, we got a guest coming up. So this has been like a month in the making, right?
Yes.
Month and a half. And I said, I'm ready for any guest, but an actual comedian, I'm not ready for. Like, I have dry, sarcastic humor.
That's me. That's perfect.
Okay.
That is. I am the same. I am the worst comedian in person that you'll ever meet. You be like, you do comedy?
Are you serious?
Like, people like, you do stand up for? I'm like, yeah. Like, oh, I didn't. You don't seem like a comedian. Then they see me perform. They be like, oh shit, you a comedian?
Yeah,
like,
you stay booked.
Yeah. I try to stay booked.
Yeah.
Stay
from
working.
What I see, you stay booked.
Yeah, I gotta be in motion. You know what I'm saying? Idle mind is for the devil. A devil's playground. So I try to stay on the road. If I ain't doing nothing, I'm working on something else.
That's good.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
So I got icebreakers for all the guests, and call me cheesy, but I want to know your top 5 comedians.
Top 5 in no order. Top 5 comedians that I have to watch when I have a comedy show. Not all 5 in one day, but it's got to be one of them for me to have a good show. Chris Rock.
Okay, easy.
Kevin Hart. Patrice O'Neal. Another comedian I love to watch and study. Ali Sadiq, he's from Houston. Love him.
New name.
Yeah, you check him out.
Okay.
And then one guy that specifically made me change my entire set and everything I talked about and made me focus on what I talk about now. His name is Kevin Tate. Now,
you dropping some names I ain't heard of.
Yeah, Kevin Tate is one of the funniest, comedians, hands down. Like, man, check him out. You know what I'm saying? Check out his first like introduction, like the Def Comedy special and shit like that. But he is like top tier writing.
He teaching us something, y'all.
Man, between him and Ali, y'all might not know these two guys. You know what I'm saying? But they definitely top tier comedians that I rock with. But I gotta watch Chris Rock. I love Kevin Hart. I can't watch Kevin all the time. I just like his work ethic and his first 2 specials. I love him. But Chris Rock any day. Like,
yeah, Chris Rock takes me back to my childhood.
Facts.
Joy, lots of joy for sure. So he's in my top 5.
Yeah, gotta put Chris.
So what's your top 5 stand-up shows? Or not necessarily shows.
Like specials?
It could, special.
Top 5 I got again. It's gonna be Chris Big and Blacker. You know, trampoline. It's called trampoline.
Okay.
Tambourine. That's what it's called.
Bigger and Blacker.
No, it's a Netflix special. It's called Tambourine. I said trampoline. I'm sorry about that, Chris. It's a special on Netflix. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And that is really for me like. Yo, that's how I want my stand-up to be. Like he talks about everything from politics to relationships. And
can you think of a highlight? And I know it was good, but I just really don't remember.
The Tambourine.
Yeah.
Okay. A highlight from that one would be how for me it was about how he talked about cheating on his wife. You know what I'm saying? And he talked about he cheated on his wife with like 3 different women. And then he was like, I know the women like, damn, Chris, like, how could you do that? But then he was like, and the dude's like, That's it. Like you
I gotta go
three.
back and see that.
Yeah.
I know I seen it though. Like when you were saying the name, I'm like, yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, he said that's it. You only had 3. Oh, you must be a romance. You must be romantic.
Maybe because Netflix dropped the Dave Chappelle, and that was just so like.
You like Dave Chappelle?
Right there. Oh.
I love Dave as a comedian.
Yeah. I like
He's not my type of comedian though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
He's
Like,
more serious.
I'm serious. I think people take me serious when I'm on stage, you know. But I just think Dave, to me, is borderline like overboard with some of the stuff. Like I feel like he just like steps out there and just like anything to make you say, "Oh," like
the shock factor.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
big
I
on the
can
shock
see that.
factor.
I
Yeah,
can
I'm
see
not
that.
big on the
I can
shock
see
factor.
that. Okay, so you gave me one of your favorite stand-up. What's some more?
My second favorite stand-up that I can just watch, Elephant in the Room. That's the second one I can watch like anytime. Elephant in the Room by Patrice O'Neal. You know about Patrice? Patrice.
Like when I tell you drop some names on me, I'm gonna go
Man,
home and I'm gonna do some research.
please.
Because I love to laugh.
No, and then hit me up on my DM and be like, "Hey, Jett, I just watched.
Yeah.
I just watched Patrice.
Yeah, you bringing some joy to a lot of my listeners.
Man, like Patrice is one of the funniest comedians of all time.
Okay.
Like Mount Rushmore for me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be him, Eddie, Richard, Chris, and Kevin. You know what I'm saying? Then you can go white comedian. I watch white comedy too. Bill Burr,
Okay.
you know, Louis C.K. You know what I'm saying? George Carlin. Like those guys are like they doctors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I can't. I try my best.
What made me sad is Robin Williams.
Yeah.
He gave me so much joy. And people look at my Instagram. I don't want to go morbid, but people look at my Instagram and be like, "Why would you be sad?" Or they project their, their thoughts onto, happy pictures. Like, nah, I'm here to make you happy. Like, this is a job. This is a moment in time where I was happy, but this does not reflect. Like, when people come to me, I always think of Robin Williams. Like, people just assumed that man was just so
the happiest
happy,
man.
and obviously he would like that broke my
Yeah,
heart.
I remember that too.
Mrs. Doubtfire, like, really just, I watched that back.
Man, I gotta watch Mrs. Doubtfire tonight, dog. You just reminded me about that. I gotta watch that tonight. Like
back to back.
Peter Pan.
Even his series roles, I watched all of those. So
I'm gonna go back and watch some of him tonight. Like
he brought joy.
Yeah, Jim Carrey. I feel the same way about Jim Carrey. Like I pray for Jim Carrey. Like, I hope nothing happened to Jim Carrey.
I can tell that he's sad.
Yeah. Oh, he's either sad or tired. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but he's really hell bent on making us smile.
Yeah. Oh, that's his thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I want to meet Jim Carrey. That's one of my comedic goals. Yeah.
That I could just watch day in and day out.
Ace
and
Pet
laugh.
Detective.
Oh my god.
Like this, just not the Pet Detective.
Was just nuts. Man.
Yeah.
Like that was funny.
Comedy. That's comedy, man.
In Living Color, like, the acts that they brought us is asinine. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Crazy.
Jamie Foxx and everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, but it's crazy with me though. Like as a comedian, like I don't really like watch comedy all day. Like you know what I watch a lot of?
What?
The ID channel.
You know what?
That's my mama. See, that's my
I just got into that.
dog. The ID channel.
I feel like I can get away with a murder.
That's what you feel like, right? But they always mess up. Somebody always come back and tell.
They go back. Don't go back to the crime scene.
Bruh.
You left your damn driver license. Just leave it.
Bruh, like,
I mean, you fucked up. Come up with a lie. You
Man,
know?
the ID channel will always be in my top 3 stations.
Don't wear your custom size 14 Timberland boots
No.
to a crime scene where it's muddy. They gonna point you out.
I'm wearing a size 7 in women.
They gonna point you out.
I'm wearing a size 7 in women track shoes. They like, we're looking for a track star around here. Like, obviously, a size 7 track shoe was in it. No, I promise you, bro.
Anybody with that? Nah, people be doing the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that?
That's typical with crime, though. You know what I'm saying? But I do watch a lot of that, though.
That is interesting.
Yeah, I watched the whole Dharma series in like 3 days. Like
that's why I like doing this podcast. You learn so much interesting shit about people.
Yeah.
Like I would have never thought that.
Bro, I was stuck on I was crying on the Dharma series, watching it. I was mad. I was angry. Then at the end, I felt sorry for Dharma. I'm like, wait a minute, why do I feel sorry for this white man that was killing all these? But that's how I know it was like a good good directed show.
Yeah.
I got a show too.
Really?
That's called Rodney. You never check out Rodney? You should.
See.
You gotta check out Rodney.
Yeah,
I'll send it to you for sure. It's about a black man going through a breakup.
Well, that's happening a lot these days. So yeah.
So
what about Laugh at My Pain?
Like what I like about it?
The rank. Cause we were just talking about that.
In comedic history, Laugh at My Pain is definitely in comedic history. Laugh at My Pain. Can I say I'm a grown little man first? Because that's what I fell in love with.
First?
Yeah. So
make sure we still record. You keep talking.
Yeah. I'm a grown little man. It's top 3.
Okay.
To me, top 4. I gotta go 4 because everybody always say Eddie Murphy. Raw.
I can't get through that.
I can't get through it.
Oh my god.
Dog. And I love Eddie Murphy.
Beverly Hills Cop is good.
His interviews are great.
To America is amazing. Nutty Professor got me through childhood.
Come on.
But
that
what
Raw.
we not finna do is Raw. That's what we not.
Doing Delirious. I don't like it. I don't like that, dog. Like no. He was 22. I can't relate to a 22-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I can't
relate to a 22-year-old Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
he got these movie offers and stuff. Like he was a celebrity.
Yeah, like I cannot relate to him talking about what's the man name? Mr. T. Like I fuck you in the ass. Like I was like, yo, this is not.
I can't get through it.
It's not. I'm sorry.
Everybody be like, yo, that was always the best. Like okay, you know what?
Come on, man. Y'all play with somebody else. Like tell some.
So my Laugh at My Pain story. I like to say that phrase, but a friend got me, a Navy friend, Althea. Shout out to Althea Gibson. She had an extra ticket. It was in Richmond, Virginia. We was in Norfolk, and I'm not really into stand-up comedy, but obviously I like comedy. Obviously I've seen all of these shows. I
like how you say that. I'm not really into stand-up comedy. I'm like, damn.
I know. I'm a concede. But I'm not. That's the only one that I've seen in person. That's the only one. You know what? I don't like crowds. So I don't even do concerts. If it's intimate, like Anita Baker or whatever, I think that's really what it is. Because I love comedy. I absolutely love laughing. So she got this ticket. And I didn't want to go because, and this is what I really wanted to tell you. I didn't want to go because all of Kevin Hart shit was the same up to then. Every DVD I had.
Tell the same jokes.
They might have been bootleg DVDs.
Yeah.
But they was the same jokes. Like from over the course of like 10 DVDs, me and my own girl had. We used to always watch them and they was the same jokes.
That sound about right.
And so I didn't want to go. I'm like, he gonna say the same shit? Oh no. That shit. That was the best time. One of the top 5 times I had in my life. Like he had me crying laughing at the rest in peace his dad just passed away. But
all that stuff was brand new for you though.
It was like, whoa, like this dude is funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I want to tell you that story. Because we pay attention to that.
Oh
like,
no,
we
facts.
pay attention to like if somebody is saying the same thing, if it's fresh or whatever, like we take notice it's funny. But you know, why do I want to come see you again? But you say book, so
yeah, I've been telling the same jokes. I'm gonna tell you this one joke about my dad. I've been telling the same joke for at least
I want to hear it.
8 to 10 years, and that's only because everybody hasn't seen it. You know what I'm saying? So, you wanna hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, I got this joke about my dad. This everybody that's gonna just tune in. I share it. They're gonna say like, "Oh, he gonna tell a daddy joke." Here you go, y'all.
Nah, I've never heard it. So,
yeah, you never heard it.
And most of my audience
has never heard it. That's why I'm always tell the joke until it's real wild. But yeah, my dad raised me in jail. Like my dad's in prison, so he been raising me over the phone. So everything sound like something to him.
Okay.
So he always be like, "Boy, you sound like you getting big as hell." He like, then he be like, "Boy, you sound like you out there getting all the hoes." And I be like, "Sound like I know." And is, you know what I'm saying? This is what I do on stage. And is, man. And then I be like, I say, yeah, man, my dad tried to teach my nephews how to catch over the phone the other day. It was so funny.
Lying.
I promise. I be like, yo, he be like, yo, go outside, get the football. Tell your nephew go 10 yards and cut. Throw him the ball.
Oh.
Man, niggas like catch like a motherfucker. Every time I say that, dog, like the crowd. If I say that joke in the crowd, don't laugh like crazy. I be like,
Yeah.
oh, y'all mad tonight, and I just move on. You know what I'm saying? But that's my daddy's joke. That's just my like.
Well, you just explained my Kevin Hart dilemma then, because he was saying those jokes because he ain't make it worldwide and laugh at my pain.
And
I'm reaching so many people.
Now I gotta switch it up.
So now I finna hit y'all with some new shit.
And you was probably like, God damn, this man is funny as fuck.
Yeah,
like
I underestimate. I mean, he was funny. The jokes were always funny. It was just the same over,
it's hard writing jokes. It's hard writing jokes.
Yeah,
it's hard. It's when he said "laugh at my pain." It's so many comedians that felt that they kind of like stole that and be like, man, I'm gonna turn my pain into passion. And nah, bro, like that's really what comedy is. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be in here just balled up, hurt. Like I want to let the folks know what happened to me.
Explains my whole purpose with doing all of this. Like I could sit in my room and cry. Or I could goddamn book a flight somewhere, smile, take a picture, make a podcast, meet some new people, have some drinks. I met so many travel friends, etc.
And that's a blessing to meet so many people like that, right? Like for people that travel and that's into what you do.
Yeah.
Like I met some dope ass folks on Spirit. I did. I promise you.
I'm about to ask you about this Spirit. Hold on. So I do have to put a disclaimer because I work for the FAA. I have no alliance toward any airline, no loyalty, but you do, so you could talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Good. Spirit, I met a lot of dope people on Spirit. Like one time I was flying and I'm turned up, we lit, everybody lit, and I'm talking to this dude and he's like, hey, why are you coming to Boston? And I'm like I'm coming here, I got a comedy show tonight. He was like, man, stay an extra day and come to my hotel. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, what the fuck that mean?
He gave me his card. I do the show that night. I have a great time. I don't want to leave Boston now. I'm like, man, I go to the airport. I missed my flight on purpose.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So they scheduled it for the next day. I can go stay with one of my comedian friends and crash at the crib. And I called the dude. I'm like, hey man, I changed my flight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm staying the extra day. He was like, all right, what's your ETA? I said about 30 minutes. He was like, all right, when you get there, tell them that you're here for me.
Okay.
And I get there. This man owned the whole hotel. I tell them who I am, tell them who sent me. They take me to the top floor.
They stop everything.
Man, I'm like,
oh,
yo.
Shit.
They're like, oh, that's you. Bro, I'm top floor. I'm on the 15th floor.
Yeah, penthouse.
I walk into the hotel room. It's a fucking letter on the table that says Mr. Jett Wilson. It's on my timeline. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Jett Wilson. I open the letter up. He say, yo, whatever you need, anything. He highlights anything. Now, Boston is legal for marijuana. You know what I'm saying? So, then on the back of the letter it says, look in the fridge. Big bottle of Casamigos. I'm just like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah.
My tab was on the hotel, everything. Like, I was just chilling, like, you know what I'm saying?
So what did... Okay, so he hit you up and said, come kick it with me at this hotel.
He wasn't even there. He wasn't.
And it was his hotel.
It was his hotel. He flying Spirit.
Kick it with me at this hotel, and it was his hotel.
I think it's called the Emerald in downtown Boston. I don't know if you know about the Emerald. It might be called the Emerald. I got his card.
That's dope as fuck.
One thing about it, I keep his business card on me. I don't know what I'm going to get.
Yeah, shout him out because, excuse me, is he single?
No, Mr. Daniel Sanders Hotel Group. Yeah, we appreciate you. I keep your card in my wallet still. See, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what's his Instagram?
He ain't got no Instagram.
I know.
But he is a good dude though. Like,
so on Spirit, first of all, people turn their nose up to Spirit. I always say that on this podcast. Do not have a loyalty to any airline. I don't care if you're not an FAA employee. You go with whoever is the most affordable for your budget to get to where you're going, because all of these airlines are FAA approved. Yeah. So
whatever, it's the same thing.
Yeah, all these rumors that them seats.
Oh, them seats. Woo!
You goddamn folding chairs.
Boy, them seats say, you feel like you at a flag football game watching your kids play. Like, God.
Excuse me. Yo, I just flew my granny from Chicago to LA. It was an emergency. It was a funeral. Her brother. So I just booked it. Last minute. Spirit is actually pretty expensive. Yeah, very, very. It's the same price. Yeah. So I booked her a Spirit flight and I got her a seat up front because it's green.
Yeah, of course, big seat.
And she ain't say nothing on the way there. But the last day we was in LA, she was like, can you get me like on Delta or something? She brought it up that last day. I was like, Granny, I already bought your flight. She said, but the seat, it was 4 hours the seat, and I'm like, Granny, I'm sorry.
Duh, yeah, like man, the big seat is good though.
Yeah,
she flew big seat up.
She
and back.
And
she still like, nah, I ain't fucking with it.
Yeah,
Like,
then she was like, can you get my bag? Can you do this? Granny, I paid for you 2 bags already. You only out here for a week.
Granny ready to chill.
Yeah, Granny was, she appreciated it though. Shout out to Granny.
One time for Granny. Heard a lot about her.
Thank you for listening to my podcast.
I got to, man. I have to I think it's rude for somebody to show up to a podcast and not check you out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and aside from that, I actually been listening. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I'm like, yo, that's dope.
Me talking about Granny. I'm
hey,
Granny is a whole.
I be listening, bro. Like, I appreciate that. I appreciate the effort that you put into your podcast. You know what I'm saying?
So the drink of the hour is ain't nobody paying me, so
this is for free, y'all. Y'all appreciate this.
For one of y'all to pay me, but this is Milagro tequila.
Milagro.
It's not my favorite. If y'all pay me, it'll be my favorite.
I like it.
But it's what I had at the house.
When y'all pay, y'all send an extra tip for me because I said I like it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I'm mixing it with some lemonade. So what's going on with you in Spirit though? Can you talk about that?
Yeah. I did have a deal with them where they flew in 6 people to Fort Lauderdale from Atlanta. Okay. And what ended up happening is I just used those for my comedians to fly in because everybody really wasn't participating in the contest. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. But yeah, they for a year, maybe a year, they really did take care of me. Like as far as like I mean I missed flights at times and they made sure I was good. My annual show, I do an annual show, a comedy show in Fort Lauderdale. Okay. And they made sure my comedians got in. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like I had like 8 comedians. Man, my tab. That's dope. Yeah, my tab, like my real life tab for 8 flights round trip. 8 flights. I'm gonna say 6 flights because 2 comedians was being like bougie. They wanted to fly other airlines, but those 6 folks, they definitely flew them in and out for like less than $200. And if you in Atlanta, I want to tell folks. I heard you say like giving like main spots for different companies. Mm-hmm. Like like the best thing to do, and I'm giving all this free game, is to go to the airport.
Hey man, that's what people be about, man.
Free game. Go to the airport and buy your ticket, and then if you like to travel, I promise you, with Spirit and Frontier Airlines, if you buy your ticket from the airport, you will save a lot of money.
Somebody DM'd me that about 4 or 5 months ago.
About buying.
I said, my anxiety not set up for that. But for Spirit, absolutely.
Bruh.
I might do that this weekend.
Bruh, not my round trip. One of my round trips from Houston to Fort Lauderdale round trip, $40.
Yeah.
$40. I spent $80 the last time, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. I was a little late. I caught them a couple days late.
Yeah, that's
But bruh, like
I've seen Denver on Frontier, Denver to Atlanta. Round trip, $60.
Round trip Chicago from Fort Lauderdale. Guess how much?
How much?
I think I paid $34. God, I know you mad about that shit.
The thing is, I'll pay for my bag. I will pay for my bag.
I don't mind paying for the bag early if you get them early enough and you buy them at $22, $34.
The Delta finna hit you Fort Lauderdale to Chicago for at least $300-$400.
I'm not even going nowhere for that long anyway. I'm going for 3 days. I'm a dude. I'm 2 pairs of jeans.
Oh no, I be overpacking.
Yeah, you a female. Like my lady overpack. I'm like, God damn. Man, I was in Houston for 3 days. This girl had a whole checked-in bag. Yeah. I'm like, yo, women are.
Because it's a party city, so you have to have a few different outfits.
I got to get used to traveling with women. Traveling with people, period. I'm so used to being by myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I went to Puerto Rico for the first time by myself.
Do Spirit go there?
Spirit go to Puerto Rico. Drinks on me.
Drinks on me. We can't talk about that one. We can't talk about that one.
Drinks on me and Spirit. You know it. Man, you're so funny.
So, what's your most... You kind of told me your most crazy Spirit story, though. But do you have, like, a more outrageous...
Yeah, I do. Outrageous? I do have an outrageous Spirit story. What's on the... I don't know if it was the engine or something was going on before... Before we got ready to take off, but I remember sitting on the runway for an hour, and and then people started like telling what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like you hear people, I'm like, yeah, the engine had went out. They're trying to fix it right now. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Well, I'm still gonna stay on here.
Yeah.
We take off. Oh my God, We dropping like 500 feet at a time. I'm like, yo, I was so.
That was turbulent.
I look back at this dude. He's back there praying, and I'm like, I say, yo.
But you know what? I've been on Delta in turbulence like that, where people was speaking in tongues. Like it's turbulence. You can't control it.
No, you can't. But when you see somebody else praying and you so scared, you reach back and touch them and touch and agree.
Reach back and touch somebody.
I said, Lord God. All of us need the same prayer. Everybody on the same page. I swear, I was so scared.
It ain't helped that y'all had engine trouble before.
That ain't had the man. That made it scary when that thing started driving. I'm like, yo, we finna die. Like, god damn.
But y'all, let me tell y'all something. That don't just happen on speed.
No, it don't happen everywhere. It happen everywhere.
The FAA has to approve you to take off. So if certain things, they have 1 million, because I've taken fan flights up there with those guys. They have 1 million checklists. So they got to check this list, and then they got to check it twice.
And they got to.
They got to check it 3 times, and then they got to check another one, and another one, and another one. The same amount of time. So
anyway, it's a risk. I feel like it's a risk. It don't matter if you in that air. Like, yo, good luck.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Every time I fly, I say the same prayer. God.
They got new Airbuses actually. It's just your seat that's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
They got newer planes.
And Wi-Fi sometimes. Sometimes.
Yo, that is funny. That's funny.
Sometimes.
I can't wait till the day that you're able to tell that story.
Man, one day. One day. Hopefully you there with me one time.
So, what's your favorite Fort Lauderdale, Miami spots?
Man. Okay, these are my favorite spots because they take care of me.
Okay.
And I love their food. And if their food was nasty, I would not go there. Okay. So whenever you in Fort Lauderdale, Fort Lauderdale and Miami is not the same thing. Fort Lauderdale is 20 minutes before Miami.
Yeah.
But Fort Lauderdale and Miami is the same thing.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
It's not the same thing, but
it's the exact.
It's kind of like, Henry County and here. So I could drive to Henry County. It's nothing. It's the same thing to out of towners. But when I'm at the house, damn, it's Henry County.
Henry County. I drive to Henry County from what's that? I think that's Gwinnett County. Yeah, that's like Tucker. That's Gwinnett, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I drive, bro. That is a ride. Yeah. But my favorite spots in Fort Lauderdale would be my cousin has a wing spot.
Okay.
It's called Smitty's.
Okay.
It's the only real black owned. This place is black owned. You know what I'm saying? And you go there, and it's Smitty's Wings. Okay. It's on the most historic street in Fort Lauderdale. Historic, like bad historic, good historic. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they food is like the best food. Like wings, they only got wings now. They got other little shit too, but the wings, that's what I'm vouching for.
All flavors.
Man.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
And the liquor.
I'm gonna send my homegirl Carolyn. Did you check out Carolyn episode in Miami?
No, she had the episode.
She got a dating and relationship. We got 2 together, and she's the queen of Miami. So. But she'll drive to Fort Lauderdale.
Yes, Smitty's in Fort Lauderdale and Velvet Lounge.
I've heard of that.
That's my spot.
Okay.
That's my 2. And
maybe that's why I heard of it.
Man, I'm talking about the dopest. Like even like before that place was built like a year before they opened.
Okay.
And during the pandemic they was ready to open, but they couldn't. You know what I'm saying? So what happened was with me and Velvet Lounge, I was doing shows at my mom's house in the backyard on the front porch.
Okay.
Like it would be 150 people out there, but one time it rained. Yeah, it was dumb. It was dumb.
That's what's up.
I locked the whole street up. The whole street. The police pulled up and.
Wow.
Yeah, and my mama's front yard. I was the first nigga doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's what's up.
Yeah, so that happened, and one night it rained real bad, and I needed a spot to go to. They took me to Velvet. They said my friend is one of the owners. He said, "Yeah, come up here and do your show at my spot."
Okay.
They probably had wood up on the walls and everything. Still wasn't even ready.
Building it, yeah.
Came through there, did the show. He fell in love with it, and we've been rocking my show for like almost 2 years now. So Velvet, Smitty's, and then this other spot, I have no business with them, but they just so nice. You know what I'm saying? And it's a white establishment, but they are so nice to black folks. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? But they accommodate for us.
Well, it's not economical
for them to be that way.
For them to not be. So
yeah. Some places, some places you can get away with.
Miami is very aesthetic.
Yeah.
So I could kind of see where
Well, this is Fort Lauderdale, and even on South Beach, they not serving cognac. A lot of places don't serve, and that's the way.
I never noticed that.
Bruh, I promise you, bro. Like, they not serving no cognac. Like,
Really?
a lot of places, when them places don't be serving cognac liquor, yo, don't go there. They don't want niggas there. That's
okay, first of all, we're on the Casamigos. First of all, let's be very clear. So y'all not taking tequila off the menu. Have a seat.
Yeah, they not gonna take no tequila, but that cognac, bruh, if they ain't got no cognac.
We was heavy on goddamn Hennessy.
Man, we was heavy on the Hennessy, man. We was for a long time.
That's why we all moved on together collectively. Like
everybody go tequila?
A group email. Like
tequila? James.
Like, we all on the same page.
James, put that down.
Still drinking cognac at this point.
Tavares.
Like, look, we have moved on collectively, so
yeah.
Go ahead, y'all get rid of that. Excuse me. They got rid of
that Hennessy. But this place called the Whole Enchilada. It's a taco spot.
The Whole Enchilada. Okay.
Man, come through, man. I'm talking about that. They tab, my tab with them be like $10. I be drunk as hell. I'm like, how did I just spend 10? You'll be so.
That's how Thin and Feathers used to be for me.
Yeah, like you spend $10. Like I'm drunk as fuck. Yeah. Like what the fuck?
We used to go through there, sit there for about 8 hours.
Tab
$25.
And you be like, what?
Of course, I'm finna leave like an $80 tip, like, cause I done spent $300 in that bit.
You better than me, cause I ain't gonna tell you what I leave my tip.
What you leave $5?
$7. I feel like they know what's going on with me. I leave them $7. Bring back that's my friends, and they white, so they already blessed. Oh, Pat, shouts out to Pat, man. Shouts out to white Pat, man. Love Pat.
I ain't even gonna repeat it. You said it like you already
they know what's going on with me, man. Y'all got it already, man. This is here. This for y'all.
What's the name of the enchilada spot?
The Whole Enchilada.
The Whole Enchilada.
The Whole Enchilada. I promise you go there one time, you say, hey, Jett told me to come here. They gonna be like, one second.
I want that $10 tab.
Man, what? if Pat there.
Yeah.
Ah, Lord, I'm so sorry, Pat. I hope I don't get you fired. Pat, you can't get fired for this, though. They ain't gonna. Your boss don't follow me, Pat. Pat boss don't follow me. He all right.
I mean, hopefully, like, this blows up tomorrow. And
then Pat get fired?
I'm going to look out for Pat. I'm going to look out for Pat. I'm going to be like,
man, you just went viral on that episode.
Before y'all put me on, look out for Pat.
Look out for Pat. Y'all, make sure y'all bless Pat. Y'all go to Fort Lauderdale, Brown Mall right there. Go see Pat, man.
So we ain't even get into our topic. We finna get into it.
Yeah, we been rocking, ain't it?
Blued out. Somebody responded. Is flued out even a word? They corrected me. They said it's flown out.
What was the topic again? You asked how many guys?
Just flued out in general. So flued out is a term in our community, right? So it means, you tell me what you think it means.
to get put on a plane and taken somewhere that you don't reside in. I almost said that you ain't been to before, but I've been flued out twice to the same location. So
we're gonna get back there. So flued out in our community, I believe the City Girls may have coined that term, but Rihanna made it big by repeating it on her timeline on Instagram or whatever. So it means, buy my ticket, I'm gonna give you some pussy. That's essentially what it means. Why you make that face?
I hate people feel like they obligated to fuck because they got flued out. They're not.
That's why this is a discussion. But the City Girls made that a term.
How you fly me out though?
The term really is, flown out. That's the past tense.
Yeah, facts.
But, the City Girls made it flued out. That's just the term or whatever. Personally, I believe in communication. So, hey man, you can fly me out there, but we getting to know each other. Like, let's talk or whatever. So from this point moving forward, you do what you want with that information. I'm not buying my ticket. You're buying my ticket. We getting to know each other. Whatever happens, happens. But there's no guarantee that anything is gonna happen.
Yeah, no.
That's my definition.
Yeah, no.
But I've heard a few stories. I got a story in my DM that I'm gonna read to you. I actually have a story off topic that she wanted to talk about. But anyway,
let's give it to her.
Yeah, like that really busts open my DM for sure. Like, everybody has something to say. I think you saw it.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
I peeped. I was like, oh shit. I just want to see what everybody else's thoughts was. You asked, have men ever been flued out before?
Yeah. So have you been flued out?
Oh yeah. I've been flued out plenty of times. Huh?
Details.
I'm big on my time. You know what I'm saying? And like the women I deal with, they see that. You know what I mean? Like how important my time is. So a couple times I've had women be like, hey, I want to take you somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I want to show you some love and show you a good time. So that's been me. But I've also flown women out, and I don't look for that. Like I'm not really big on like I think people be so pressed for sex. Like it is not that
like
serious, dog.
Relax. I'm gonna need you to get on OnlyFans before I get on this flight because it's not happening.
It's
not happening.
Why are you so pressed for? I used to be pressed for pussy though, so I understand that. So, but still,
Ain't no way. Say that in the same breath.
No, for real, because I never forget. Somebody, I ain't gonna say who said it, but she was like, "Why you so pressed for some pussy?" And I was like, "What?" And I was like, I'm pressed for pussy, but see, I deal with a lot of honest people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
God, I can't.
You can't be pressed for that because nobody owes you that. But
no.
At the same time,
I understand.
At the same time, I understand. So I feel it because I've seen women that don't have that communication. Some baddies that just really wanted that plane ticket,
and that's okay. And you know what? I think that that's okay too. Like if you want to go, like let's go.
I defended the hell out of that.
Like, yeah,
like you don't owe nobody.
You don't like so because nigga, that's your fault. You
need me to help you get your plane ticket back.
Let's do it.
But you don't owe nobody shit.
No.
Next time, communicate that.
No community. Don't make it because the niggas know. I'm a man. We know. You know what I'm saying? I can't say. Can I say niggas on here? I don't say niggas.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. Folks know. Like you know what I'm saying. Like we know when a woman want us. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like
you're offering us the world, and we haven't offered you anything.
You think I'm about to sit up here? If I was a woman and a dude flew me out, I ain't fucking the first night. I ain't fucking the second night. Now, if you spend some money the first day. And that second day, and I'm like, yo, this nigga done spent $1,000 on me.
Just got us together.
The flight just brought us here. I could have stayed where I was at. You know what I'm saying? But now, what's up now? Now
it's gonna be a lot of men mad at you.
Nah, that's cool. That's a lot of ducks. There's a lot of ducks mad at me. I ain't stuck. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pluck them every day. But what I'm saying is like, there's no way I'm expecting something from a woman because if she don't want to do that, that's cool too. But understand what we ain't there then. I done flew a woman in. I flew a woman in before, and I stayed in Charlotte, and she'll tell you this today. You know what I'm saying? I flew in. She stayed at my place, and I went to stay at my other chick place. You know what I'm saying? We ain't sexing. We just coming. We coming to have fun. Like, so and she was like,
"Yeah, you got another."
Yeah, I multi-date. Like when I'm single, I multi-date. I ain't never finna just be like locked in with one person. Like.
Nah, like that's good. Actually, that's good.
Yeah, you got a multi.
More men should talk about that.
Yeah, you got a.
That's a whole different topic.
Yeah, men are selfish.
Men don't say that. That's what they do. Yeah. But they should say that because we would be way more understanding.
Like you're not the only one, so understand that I'm dating somebody else. Oh, okay. Thank you so much for understanding. Because I know I'm not the only one.
That's what made it interesting, or that's what makes it more understanding for you when sis flew into Charlotte, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go stay over here. Yeah, I'm not pressed because
it's a
sis over here.
But I still ain't. It's so crazy because I still ain't sex the other girl either. Like, it was,
but you know what? Your attention span was somewhere else.
It was. Yeah. It was. Like when she landed.
Honestly, that's beautiful. To me, that's beautiful.
When she landed and everything, I seen her and I was like, oh, okay. It's not really. Thank you. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Here's my room. And she was like, you're not gonna stay here and sleep? No. First of all, I already know we're not sexing. Actually, that's second of all. The first of all is me seeing you in person and your vibe, and I'm like, this ain't really my vibe. Not because of the way you look, just because it ain't my vibe. Like,
I'm a big
vibe. Yeah, bro. Like that vibe gotta be. You know what I'm saying?
I actually applaud you for that. Pat on the back.
Thank you. You gotta thank you.
Pat on the back.
Yeah, I'm big on honesty and upfrontness, like facts.
But a lot of men with. Let me tell you what they said.
Oh, I ain't flying that bitch up.
Do men expect to get flued out? That was my question. And there was one guy that said no.
He don't know his worth. A lot of men don't know their worth for real. A lot of men settling. A lot of women settle.
I was gonna give you a backstory, but
See, I'm already knowing, right? See,
nah, he trying to holler.
At you.
That was his slick way.
Oh, yeah. He's come on, young fella.
He's slicker than a can of oil. But you know what? I got on goddamn gloves. I don't need all that. Look, I'm 37. I ain't got time for that.
She's like, nah, I didn't see it. I done heard it all before.
I heard it all, sir.
Sunshine Anderson.
Have a seat. So you said yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And it was a couple guys that was kind of like, damn, I do want to shoot my shot at this bit, but goddamn, this is a really interesting conversation. So they gave me an explanation. One guy, these days as hell, we might as well allow it since we both getting money.
You said a man gotta allow a woman to fly him out? Mm-hmm. Bro, it's so crazy because see, I know a lot of dudes that date down. And they up, you know what I'm saying? They up racks, but they rather date down versus dating a woman
but typically,
that got her own shit together.
That's how it worked in the 60s though.
Wait,
like women didn't work, men worked.
Yeah.
So typically that's how it worked, and we're just in 2022 where most women do work.
Most women get money.
Most women get money.
Hey, bro, women get money, bro. Hey, women. So,
are you and my close friends? Because you didn't see what started this.
I'm not even close friends.
Damn, I done said.
You gotta add me. You gotta add me to your close. You got a close friends? Wait a minute now.
I done said too much. I'm gonna have to block this part out. Actually.
No, keep this part. Hey, keep this part.
I have to block this out. So.
That's that tequila. That's that Magdalena.
So. I ain't gonna say the source. I'm gonna tell you when we offline. But a guy asked me to fly him out on my next trip. Random.
And you said I got you?
Hell no.
Why?
First of all, this is a guy. I don't know his name. This is a random stranger that saw my Instagram.
And was like, yo, she be moving. Cause I see her. Do you move with a man like that, or you move by yourself?
By myself.
No way.
I mean,
when I heard you say that, I'm like, no way.
I will say that I've had help. I've been, and it's a little bit triggering, but I was in a relationship for 13 years. So I've had help with bills.
I've been there. Oh my God, that's our connection.
A great career though.
What is your birthday?
February 18th.
You a Pisces?
Aquarius.
Oh, I love Aquarius, but I'm a Pisces. I'm February 28th.
Oh.
Yeah, so I didn't know the cutoff date. Yeah, emotional. I'm I'm an emotional comedian. People come to my shows to break up.
Oh.
They were like, I gotta leave this. I'm gonna leave.
Don't say that.
She ain't treat me right. For real. I point out a lot of like wrongs in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's wrong for a man to feel like he can just do a woman any kind of way, and she gotta forgive him and not cheat back.
Ooh.
Like no,
Lord.
man, cheat back by all means. Cheat back. By all means necessary, cheat back on that man.
Men are possessive.
Everybody possessive. I think everybody is.
Women are possessive over their turf, though. It's like I got female dog that she gotta let you know this a house.
Man, this a house.
Now the male dog, the male dog might piss on the tree or whatever. He embraces other people. He watches you closely, but he not gonna attack just anybody coming in. But he will attack
a threat. And a threat be another nigga.
Yes. But the girl dog, who are you? I mean, it's constant competition. Constant competition. So I have noticed that, and I hate to compare, but I'm a dog mom, so that's that.
You compare the dog boys to men.
I'm comparing all of it, the women and the men. I've noticed it's just
that's crazy.
I've noticed it because I've had several dogs, so I've noticed it. It's like the women are very competitive. You
gotta come see me tell jokes, dog. Like
women are very competitive. If you watch my dogs, you would be like, okay, this explains a lot. Like the men are more chill, but they do mark more of their territory.
They piss more and shit more around. Like,
So the men are a little bit more possessive, but they chill. But they have the same qualities as women. But the women are more vocal about it. Like, this my house. This my house. This my house. This my house. This my house.
Yeah.
This my motherfucking house. I told you that. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as my trips are concerned, it's me.
That's crazy.
It's me. I mean, I have a great career. But
I like how you take your son. You take your son. How's that relationship with his dad?
So when my son goes with me, his dad paid for the flight.
That's dope.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Yo, salute.
We co-parent like a motherfucker.
Yo,
co-parent.
salute.
Yeah.
Salute to that. That's the 13-year relationship you're talking about?
No.
Whoa. How old your son is?
Oh, my son about to be 16.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, you was with somebody that
Oh,
God.
it's a lot. But you know what? I'm a relationship girl, though. And I think that's what throws a lot of my friends off. Like, yeah, I be in these streets.
That's not an Aquarius thing.
I'm loyal. Aquarius are loyal. I recently dealt with an Aquarius that was loyal to my enemy.
Oh,
and I understood that.
Because he was an Aquarius. Okay.
Yeah, I understood that. Like, you know what? That's what's up. Because Aquarius not finna play both sides. My
Aquarius, I have an Aquarius best friend. I don't have a lot of best friends, but I have like a group of 4 that I can call my best friend. And one of my best friends was a Capricorn. He was killed like 4 years ago. Yeah, he was killed like 4 years ago.
They stand their ground. They're very my granny, who you mentioned, she's a Capricorn.
Yeah, I love Capricorn. My son a Capricorn.
Really, they stand their ground. I don't have nothing negative to say.
Nothing negative to say about a Capricorn. Like they are.
One of my longest Navy friends, Cookie. She's a Capricorn. She walk in the room. They're like Virgos without, and I don't mean no shade, knock on wood.
The attitude.
Without the clown. Without the let me dance for
yeah,
you. They're just like Virgos though. Like they command fucking attention when they walk in the room. They're quiet though.
Very quiet.
They're very quiet.
As soon as they feel the room, they be like, all right, then we can have some fun.
They can be stubborn, and it takes a minute for accountability. But depending on your deepness with them, I'm actually very intuitive. So we'll talk about that.
Yeah, I love Capricorns, and my other best friend is a Aquarius, and she is funny.
Okay.
She has the funniest personality. Like I really do appreciate her and everything that she brings to my life.
Aquarius.
So. My mom is an Aquarius.
It's very rare.
My little sister Cameron,
so
Aquarius.
If you have a lot in your life, it's a reason why.
Yeah.
I heard that. It's very rare to procreate for an Aquarius. And apparently they all have gifts.
Oh, very good gifts.
I haven't researched that. But apparently they all have gifts.
I like Aquarius. That's what's up.
I have like 3 close friends that I could see that.
Yeah, facts. Like they're good. Y'all good people.
Dope as fuck,
yeah, y'all good people. Good people. So you single? I heard you say you were single.
I mean, you know, the streets is talking apparently.
So you ain't single?
Yeah.
How long you been single?
Flued out. You know what the crazy part about what's going on? I ain't even gonna get too deep into it.
We look, I'm sorry, y'all. The tequila kicking in.
The crazy part about you know what? I'm actually very private.
Yeah.
You gotta hear the gossip.
I don't agree with being private and like my mom always tell me like she like because when me and my son and mom broke up, I was like real private, secretive relationships. My mom was like, nah, you need to be out here, be happy in public, be happy, and you know, just it's okay to like what even if you mess up when you're dating. But
you know what? I feel like that's a mistake that I've made because my female friends. So I was in the Navy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard rumors about the Navy. I was in the Navy for 8 years.
My cousin's in the Navy. My cousin Parisha.
Drink, curse, fuck. Those 3 things is what they taught me how to do. But my friends, my Atlanta friends, never really seen that. So when they see somebody that I fuck with, that's their scapegoat.
Like, you know, she was drinking, fucking, and smoking.
Nah, that's their scapegoat. And I've learned that in the worst way possible. I've learned that, you know what, maybe some things shouldn't have been so private. Maybe I should have been a little bit louder about a few things.
Yeah, facts. Like, so people won't think that you being secret. Like, why she so, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit goes along. I just thought about that you said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you right. Like, it's not good to be so private sometimes.
Yeah.
It's not.
Because as soon as something come out, and I thought I was handling it, but as soon as something come out, it's just like, oh my God, it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
Like, I'm Beyonce. I'm not.
Nah.
I'm Trey Cherie. Beyonce spent my yearly salary on her outfit.
Man, on the outfit.
So let me tell you one thing. I am not Beyonce. I'm not Carisha.
One outfit.
I ain't none of them hoes.
Nah.
I got a budget for my next trip. Goddamn, Diddy ain't flying me nowhere.
And that's okay too. That is okay.
And I'm happy in that. And so I think that disturbed a few spirits out there. So that's a mistake that maybe I've made with being private. So your mom is right about that.
Yeah, private is keeping.
Did you take all the ice?
Yeah, I definitely took all the ice. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Private is keeping your problems off the internet. I don't think private is keeping your happiness off the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I think. I think your problems should be online. You know what I mean? Like,
your problems should be.
Shouldn't be. No, but after you get to your problems, if you want to tell everybody, hey, this is what I just went through, and this is how I went through it.
Okay.
And this is
I agree with that.
That's cool. I appreciate that lesson from people that do that. But
I agree with that.
But being happy online, like, man, I am a single. I'm not a single black father, but I'm a black father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I have to think about my son's black mother. You know what I mean? And one thing about it is, like, I have to put myself in that black mother's shoes, and I understand sometimes why she how she react. You know what I mean? Like, because if I'm out here so happy, yeah, it's major. If I'm out here so happy, she's seeing that I'm so happy, she's gonna be like, oh my God, he's so fuck nigga, you know? Oh, fuck.
And she going to work. So this is something that I thought about also. And it's something that I can't really talk about in detail, and I plan on talking about it with
it takes time.
A female coworker, a black female coworker. So you got the average person, and you already said y'all ain't got nothing to worry about, right? So boom. Then you got the black man. The black man has to worry about police brutality, racism at work. The black man has to worry about cheating on his wife, girl hitting on him. The black man has to worry about everything that the man has to worry about. The white man has to worry about, in addition to being a black person. But then there's a woman, a white woman. The white woman has to worry about sexual harassment at work. The white woman has to worry about all of this shit, having a baby.
The white woman or the black woman?
No, I'm gonna get to the black woman.
Okay.
The black woman is last on purpose. So the white woman has to worry about the boss. Oh, you pregnant? We're not gonna put you in for this promotion because you're not gonna be here.
This white woman?
We're not gonna do this. The white woman.
Okay.
Not only that, sexual harassment. I've seen that with white women. I've seen all of the white women that think that they have to, cross lines to get those promotions, right? But then there's a black woman who has to deal with what that black man has to deal with and what that white woman has to deal with.
What does the black woman have to deal with? Can we name it? Because I really love the black woman. I can't see myself dating nothing else but a black woman. I love
all those things that the black man have to deal with. So anything that you have to deal with at work, police brutality.
Okay, black police. Okay, so we're gonna say we gotta worry about the police.
We gotta worry about
black people coming to take from what we got.
Anything that the black man has to deal with.
The only thing the black woman don't have to worry about is somebody coming to take her child, and that's the biggest thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? They
I'm gonna be honest, and times will change. Be patient, but they should. I've seen some bad
parenting. We all have. You know what I'm saying?
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah, facts.
I mean, my mom. I'm supposed to meet her after this. Like, my mom was never in my life, so.
Did she say sorry?
Women.
I ain't gonna bring
That's
that to you.
another
We drinking too much
She live
tequila.
around the corner from me and don't know that she live around the corner from me.
She don't know that?
No.
There's no way she don't know.
She don't know.
There's no
She
way.
think I live in Henry County.
Yeah, we're gonna hire a whole reality TV show camera crew
Nah, I need one for
to
real.
come through, and I promise you, she know where you stay
No,
at.
she don't. Cause she would have pulled up.
We're gonna go to your mom's house. Hey, mom.
You want to go with me? Cause I'm supposed to go after this.
I promise you, we're gonna go to your
She
mom's
don't
house,
know.
and we're gonna say, come now. Well, I'm cooking
She
too.
don't know. She don't know. And I make sure of that because that's just that.
You don't want her pulling up on you.
It's some bad black moms out there.
Oh, I
and
know.
my generation too. It's
I know.
Not just, it's some
listen,
bad.
I know.
They out there. They out there.
But you know what though? I do understand how people think sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand that. Like maybe she went through something that's traumatizing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you feel me? So that'll make a motherfucker think totally different. Like
She did.
yo, like I never understood why some black fathers left their kids' life. I never understood that until I had a
80s was
child. Huh?
The 80s was hell.
Yeah, like I never
And
understood that. I was like, yo.
We have a little bit more technology now, but women can make it hard.
Man.
Women can. I will admit that. I've
Yeah.
had a
And I hate that.
boys in the Navy that I've watched this. It gets better as they get older. That's the only advice I can give you.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
gets much better when
That's
they get
cool.
older. Because
Well-
a kid is gonna call you. So, especially when they get older, they gonna call you.
My son is 4. He called me yesterday. He said,
And
"You
he's so small, right?
man, but he is smart though. Like he was like, hey, you sound like you sad. What's wrong with you?" I was like, "Yeah, I see you." You're like, "What's wrong with you?" It's like you sleep.
Age though, nah, they
And I want to experience that age as a dad. I would love to experience everything about that 4, but sometimes these mothers will take away that experience. You know what I'm saying? You're like, "Yo, what the fuck? I want to experience this part." Just
I will. That's the only advice I can offer you. It gets better when they get older.
when they get older, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So don't.
I don't think I'm having no more kids
So
though.
in the 80s, like that's why I said the 80s was hell, because they didn't know that. Because the 60s, when they was kids, was fucking water hole German shepherds on their ass.
Man.
Like, they didn't have this. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. Forget about some shit. They tell us to forget about some shit.
No, we can't forget about that shit
Just happened in
though.
our generation.
Yeah, we can't forget about that shit.
That's what took our fathers away. Like, they really didn't have many other options, but we do. So you just gotta give it time.
Yeah, facts.
You just
That's
gotta
facts.
keep doing your job. Keep paying whatever.
It's a fun job. It's a fun job.
It is.
I ain't gonna lie. I always tell like other people, I be like, yo, I always tell men, when you get a baby, if y'all not married, put yourself on child support. Because I get a rush bro, every time I press send, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You'll be surprised at the amount.
bruh.
You'll be
like,
surprised. I used to say that in the Navy.
Put yourself on child support. I don't mind. I pay like legally I don't have a job like in real life. Like I do stand up. It's a runaround job. But I always tell folks like, bro, like whatever she asks for, I'm gonna give her. Like I don't give a fuck if she asks for $10,000. I'm like, okay, we gotta.
I'm gonna find it.
I'm gonna go cut these
10
trees down, and because I want my son to know that, hey, I did everything possible to make you happy and make your mom happy. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get that deep though. I'm sorry, y'all. We up here having a good time.
I know, we had this tequila. Look.
It's dope talking to you. You got me on the roof out here. This is fun.
I know, when you said something about cutting these trees down, we can get a city view.
Yeah, you gotta show me that.
I'm gonna need her to ask you for $10,000
so I can go ahead and get this motherfucking
so
trees.
You cut these trees down.
Yeah, I gotta do that part. Might as well be asking me for that.
But yeah, fluid out. That's the best advice I can give you though. Is just wait.
Yeah, facts. And until then, I'm gonna keep getting fluid out. I've been getting fluid out for the last 3-4 years. It's been fun.
You got more fluid out stories?
Bruh, I got some crazy fluid out stories, bruh. God, one time I flew this girl in I flew somebody in.
Okay.
I flew somebody in to.
So I was gonna ask you that. Have you ever flew somebody out?
Yeah, I flew somebody out. Yeah, I've flown women out and took them out of town and realized that they had no out of town etiquette. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know how to get off the plane. You try to get off the plane first. I'm like, just chill. Wait till I roll up. Like we had roll 8 on Spirit. You got niggas from 32 running up.
I ain't even think about that.
Like, you on Spirit, you try to get off first. So you
Oh, shit.
got your head on. You standing up with your bag like the plane business.
I didn't even think about that.
It's okay to let the airport go there. Like,
Man,
all your bags
the
at
seatbelt
gate 3.
sign is still on.
Man, like I can't stand that. Like, and I look at her, I'm like, yo, we ain't going nowhere else ever again. Like,
Yeah.
I've been dealing with airplanes and women for a long time now. So it's, I'm about tired of being fluid. I really like traveling by myself, but I got a lady now, so I had to get used to traveling with somebody else again. And
that's when you know. So I went to Hawaii. With my ex and my son.
With the ex and the son.
Yeah, I mean we was together at the time, and
this is 13 years.
Yeah, and we
13 years. Was y'all married?
No.
Just holding it down for 13 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that no more.
Well, you know what? I was married to my son's dad.
And you was like, okay.
I
keep forgetting that you're 37.
Yeah, I'm 37. So I literally have a title for everything. I'm straight on titles. I'm straight on all of that. I just want to be happy. I've learned that. So that's where I'm at with that. So I don't mind. I'll do it again. I would do it with more boundaries.
What brings you happiness?
Traveling.
So if a man keep you on a plane with your son.
Oh my God, yeah.
That man put you in the air twice a month. What?
It gotta be to some great locations though.
From Atlanta to Denver one time. That's cheaper. So you know what I'm saying? And then y'all come back.
Yeah, but I can't go to Denver too many times.
God.
Yeah, that's the thing. But I have a really big wanderlust. I have a really big mind. Like,
and you like foreign too, so like you like on some out of the country. Like you a passport type shit. I'm not on no passport type shit. I hate passports.
Really? Why?
I don't want to fly nowhere where motherfuckers swimming back here on my way there. Like I don't want to go to Haiti and be in a plane.
Well,
and see
I
it.
do, but that's the thing though. Me and you, with this right here, we know that you don't need to be swimming there, but I get why you swimming there.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. When you go to places, I have a travel friend right now. She's actually like, oh, I just love America, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, I don't.
You don't like America? I love America.
I love that I can live here. I have this citizenship or whatever, but I don't love what they do. I don't love that I'm concerned about my son in ways that I shouldn't be concerned about my son as a black man. So that gives me a fear that, you know, and then I travel to other places like Paris. They have the same shit going on. Black man was shot. Police officer
in Paris,
and it just blows my mind.
In Paris,
yes,
like the same place we go to, we look
mind.
at love, and it's like a love
They have
city.
a whole black community there.
I didn't know
and
that.
It's beautiful.
I didn't know that.
They only speak French. Cuba is a whole black community. They only speak Spanish. They don't speak. So
what kind of black? Like our type of black? Like black, like niggas?
Nah, nappy hair, dark skin.
Is niggas selling weed on the corner?
No habla inglés.
But is it like some real street niggas? Like
yes.
Damn, that's crazy. See, I would never think that. That's why you need to travel. Yeah, yeah.
And then when you communicate with those guys that look like us, that talk like us, but with a different, you know, dialect language.
They saying the same exact thing. Like they
I
doing
went to
us
the
dirty.
hood in Paris this last time on my last day there, and I was by myself and I was dressed up and I was a little bit scared. And this dude approached me blacker than this chair. Blacker than this chair. He was black as hell. And he approached me basically like, why are you here? But
on some aggressive shit?
But it was in French. But it was also like, oh, this bitch don't know. And I gave him this look. I can leave. What do I need to know? Nigga, he went and made me a hookah.
And bought you a hookah out in the middle of the hood?
Yeah. And
in the middle of the hood?
Yes. And I was good.
Like you standing like on the streets out there with a hookah?
It was like a little like, I can't describe friends, but it was like a little spot.
This is a disclaimer. Can we do a disclaimer? This is a disclaimer. Can we do a disclaimer?
Yeah.
Look, y'all. Yo, Trey Sherry is. Am I saying it right?
Trey Sherry, but
Trey Sherry
it came from friends.
is
That's
very pretty.
That's how they say it in friends.
So don't y'all take y'all ass out there trying that shit, all right? Because she's pretty in person.
Like African, definitely like aggressive, and he walked up to me, and I knew what he was saying, but I didn't know what the fuck he was saying. And he walked up to me, and I was like,
"You got it."
Like, cause I'm from the west side of Atlanta. I know how to,
you born and raised west side. Like,
yes,
you west side like that.
Yes, I can goddamn speak in goddamn hands. We can go. We can get out of here.
I got some west side partners.
So yeah.
Shout out to the west side.
He gave me a
west side ATL, man. Well, Ishmael and K Bachi them out here.
We definitely bonded after that, and I had a good time.
That was up. To Paris. Take care of my dog.
I still follow that individual on Instagram. I don't know what the fuck he be saying. It be in French.
But he active on there? Mm-hmm. Bro, I need to follow him too. Send me his page.
Yeah, no,
I want to go.
It's a whole black community out there.
Yeah, I want to go to Paris.
It's a whole
check that out.
community. Maybe you could flew somebody out there.
Maybe somebody will fly me out there.
I don't think Spirit go that far. Cause if they did, I'll be on that bit. With a goddamn life jacket.
How long is the flight to Paris?
It's like 7-8 hours.
No, I can't do that. Oh my god. The drinks be. What you mean? The drinks be free? Like when I land over there, everybody give you liquor?
No, everybody on the flight. The drinks are free overseas. Cause you're going overseas.
Who you flew with?
Delta.
Let's say less. I'm going. When I book my flight, I'm gonna tell you when. So for my birthday, that's what I'm doing. Slide.
Pisces, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, slide. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. It's gonna be cold, but it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, you gotta walk with me one time.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I love Paris, actually. It's actually one of my favorite cities because now they be musty. Them girls don't wear deodorant.
I ain't wearing no deodorant when I go there either. So I can smell like them. Thank you for the hands up. I ain't packing up my Colgate and my electric toothbrush and go. Hey, everybody, y'all want to be musky? Let's be musky together. Like, fuck it. Let's do it. Run it.
Alright, any more fluid out rules because
that's it, dog.
Let me tell you the story that this girl told me though. Because
man, you've been rocking. We've been rocking, ain't it?
Yeah, we've been rocking.
Man, we've been rocking.
She gave me this story though. I gotta tell you the story. Cause I want to get more stories like this in my DM. Hit me up. So she was like, I want you to talk about my recent sexcapade. Yeah. She's a teacher. She's a teacher in Houston, Texas. I was in the Navy with her, and she's been a teacher since, I think, 2011.
Okay.
She said, so this parent came to field day. He was nice and cordial. Cool, but he's sexy as hell! Exclamation point. Then he comes to be a watchdog. Basically, on the field trip or whatever. He's all in my face, asking me questions, seeing if I'm available. And I'm doing the same because his chocolate ass is sexy. Mind you, he's a parent of one of her, students. So that's just hell no.
Yeah, that's off rip. That's a no.
So he sends me a gift card for my birthday. Hold on. I've never sent a teacher a gift card.
Yo, that sounds like a teacher at my son's school. Like she telling my story. Like what the fuck type of? Oh, she in Houston?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So your son is 4. Have you experienced the kindergarten, 1st, 2nd grade?
Yes, that's he's in pre-K now.
So parents do give those teachers gift cards.
Yeah, we do.
I just don't.
No, we
I've never done it. I ain't shit. But you know what? I was young. You know what?
Yeah,
anyway,
I definitely
I'm definitely not giving no high school teaching.
I give my son teacher donuts every other Monday.
Really?
He come back in there with donuts. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
We've been doing that for like the last 3 months.
I would never. Anyway. Fuck teachers. They be sending home.
Well, my mom was a teacher. That's why. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
like she was a
teacher.
teacher.
Homework that y'all know I don't know how to do this shit. And I got a bachelor's degree.
I'm glad I'm dealing with pre-K and not that.
Oh, it's finna get terrible.
My memory is bad. What's she asking for? She
said, you know what? I don't think she really asked for anything. I think she just needed to get this off her chest. She said, but his chocolate ass is sexy, so he sends me a gift card for my birthday. I sent him a flirty text and was like, oh, I would have appreciated a Specs gift card, which is a store in Houston. He was like, well, we can get drinks instead on the last day of school. This was April 26th, so we flirt until then. And at that moment, the kid was no longer a student. And on the last day of school, we fucked.
That is fire. That sounds like a teacher.
I said, you know what? Was the kid still your student? Because I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
And she was like, no, he wasn't a student after we had sex. We waited until the last day. The minute he got on the bus, we had sex.
The minute he got on a school bus?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I just want to say you is about it, man. If you don't know what about it is, it's not good.
So now I said, so what's the update? Because she said I call him when I want some. And that's literally what we are. And she good with it.
Some people cool with that. I'm not cool with that.
Really? Why not?
I'm a Pisces. I guess.
Oh, you want to hug?
You gotta watch Rodney, dog. You gotta watch my episode because I had it happen to me before. Like, I done had sex with one before and went to cuddle and she was like, "Oh, that's it. I'm like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, I'm straight on the cuddle.
I gotta show you that, man.
Yeah, send me Rodney. I might laugh. I'm sorry ahead of time. I might laugh.
No, it's so funny. It's really not meant to be funny, but I had to realize that it's nothing but comedians on the show. Yeah. So people watching the show and they're laughing.
They're gonna expect to laugh.
I did a screening. I did like 3-4 screenings. The first screening I did was in Fort Lauderdale, and then I did another screening. And this is to me, it was a very emotional moment, writing this stuff and putting this stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? But for people to watch it and laugh, and then even when I did this, I have a scene exactly like that. Like, bruh, I can show you that shit. After we done with this shit, I'm gonna show you, right? You gonna be like, boy, you a hoe out here, boy. Like, I really did like have that moment where I had sex with a woman. I'm like, yo, I like you, and she like,
She's like, okay, I gotta go to work.
Yeah, like this ain't that. Like we fucking like.
Well, hopefully I brought you some insight on Flawed Out and how black women have an uphill battle to fight at work. So maybe that's why they can be a little bit harder. That's
all good.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you for coming on the show.
This is fun. We actually kicked it in real life time. I felt like this was the first date of me cheating on my girl.
No, don't say that.
It felt like it because it felt like it.
No, don't say that. Don't do that.
Nice shot.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
I'm gonna finish it up.
You'll get there. We chilling. We've been vibing on this show, y'all.
Well, clearly, Jett will be back because
clearly I'm gonna stay up on the roof, and when you come back and record somebody, I'm like, hey, what's going on?
I ain't mentioned we on the rooftop. We got a rooftop location. I ain't gonna say where, but
it's nice.
I love it. I like to be outside. So yeah.
It's giving ESPN game day vibes. Like,
it's giving.
I say giving. I'm sorry.
It's giving.
It's giving.
And is
giving.
All right, we'll see y'all next time.
Love.